I no longer have a face.
Nope. If you need, you could borrow this face.
Just stick a picture of that on my side.
Dab.
So, take 2 of episode 1 of shiitake mushrooms. I definitely said that way more like the actual type of mushroom as opposed to the name of the show, but
I see no issues here.
welcome to shiitake mushrooms, where half the time I can't pronounce our fucking name.
I mean, at the end of the day, people are gonna say what they think they hear, so like it really doesn't matter a whole lot because someone's gonna pronounce it wrong eventually.
This is true. And like, if you look at how I have it spelled, it is very similar to how shiitake is actually spelled.
This is true. See, my brain thinks of it like shit and then talkie like walkie-talkie,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how my brain remembers how to spell it.
I guess we can start off by doing a project check, saying what we're working on.
Oh god. Really putting me on the
I can
spot.
draw you guys as mushrooms.
What?
I can draw you guys as mushrooms. Or anything.
If you want to.
You gotta pay me though.
How much?
I don't know, it depends how long it takes.
Well,
It takes me an hour
What
to
if we-
draw one thing. It also depends
What if
on
we
how
pay you
much
in
do.
commission?
hmm?
That way, if you're, I was telling her, what if we pay her in commission to do it? So like, if she makes a good enough logo that we start actually getting famous, obviously she makes money based on how much money we make from that logo.
So Rachel wants to pay you royalties, is what she's saying.
So do you want me to draw you guys as mushrooms and a logo? Like a thumbnail for it too?
I mean, you could do whatever you want.
It's a free country. I
Yeah.
can't make you do anything.
It also depends what mushrooms you guys want to be.
I want to be a chicken of the woods.
You gotta send me a picture of that so I remember.
You should Google it. They're like bright orange.
I know what they look like.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Wasn't I gonna be like a lion's mane?
Yeah. Rachel's gonna be a lion's mane mushroom.
Okay. I hate your choice though. I don't want to draw in bright orange.
But
I'll
sissy.
draw in bright orange.
You're like, but mom, mom, I don't wanna.
I want to be bright orange. Anyway.
Too bad, son.
Back.
Orange is expensive in this economy.
My table must cost a lot of money then. My table that
Maybe
I
it
have my
does.
laptop on is like bright orange.
If that costs a lot of money, how much do you think this costs? My cinnamon swirl cake covered in oranges and browns.
I'm sure the value's gone down because it's not just orange.
Well, it's the fact that it features orange at all. I mean, it's kind of like how blue and purple pigments were really hard to obtain in ancient times, and so they became a symbol of wealth and status.
And now everybody wears blue and purple.
Yep.
Because
Just like how, like, eyeliner started small and then became a thing that, like, we still do today. And people are constantly trying to find ways to do it differently and better.
until it gets to the point where you're just drawing on your face.
Well, there's people that just do that, too. That's the fun part.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what makes makeup so cool, but that isn't the topic of today's video. I am just the master of making a conversation have as many branches as possible
Definitely
before
didn't help.
actually reaching the proper topic.
Definitely didn't help, though, my sister coming in here.
Oh no, I thought that was like perfect timing, honestly. And now a project check. Hey, so I can draw you guys. Like, that was just perfect.
I'm glad you could hear her, because that makes me feel a little bit more confident that my microphone picked it up.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna use you to make sure my microphone's picking things up, because if you can hear it, then the audience probably can.
How encouraging Dobby's being used.
Harry Potter fans are just a special kind of chaotic, and I love it so much.
Important context. This stemmed from a conversation about Harry Potter fans that I don't feel comfortable publishing most of it because of J.K. Rowling's transphobic politics.
It's funny that you say that, though, because, so my sister is autistic, and I got her into Harry Potter, and there was a period of time where she was, like, really into it.
Is it bad that I'm so autistic I didn't process that your sister was actually autistic?
So I don't know, like, how the diagnostics are now for autism, but I know because she got diagnosed, like, really young. So at the time, it was still called Asperger's, I believe. But I think she's...
Oh yeah, no, I was diagnosed with Asperger's. I was in, like, elementary school.
Apparently it was named after a eugenicist, so that's nice.
Correction, he wasn't a eugenicist, but he was definitely a Nazi. And originally called autism autistic psychopathy.
My God.
Oh, and he was a Nazi.
I don't... Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's
I
called
don't...
autism spectrum disorder now.
So I don't like knowing any of this.
But my sister, when she was diagnosed as high functioning. And my parents did a lot to accommodate her very young to, you know, help her, like, kind of grow up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Adjust was the word I was looking for.
So, she is definitely one of those, like, unless she tells you, you're not really going to pick up on it, unless you know what to look for.
No wonder she's such, like, a smart little bitch. You can tell her I said that, too.
Oh, she'll definitely love
The
to hear that.
The only thing I fear is her looming over me in my sleep and making eyes at me like she's gonna murder me.
That's
like
just
fucking
who she is,
Nifty.
though.
Like,
That's not the
don't
autism.
turn your back to her. You never know when she's gonna stab.
But I was talking to my dad about it one day, and I'm gonna have to block out your name because I'm recording, but Rachel thinks you're a smart little bitch.
Oh, duh.
See, Nifty is her spirit animal.
She really is.
For context, y'all, her dad is great.
Yeah, he's great. He's nice to us.
If there was anybody I'd trust to protect me, your dad is the only person I'd trust, aside from my boyfriend and my dad.
Oh, could you imagine our dads working together?
Could I imagine our dads working together? That would be a combo.
Well, remember that one day the neighbor was being all weird? Your dad was ready to throw hands.
My daddy. It's okay, I get it. It's force of habit. It's just...
For anyone who's unaware, I call my dad daddy. It's a southern thing.
Well, I know. That's why I'm like, it really caught me off guard. I've never heard someone refer to another person's parent with that D-A-D-D-Y. Unless it's like a, you know, I fucked your dad joke. Then it's just weird.
Yeah. Ignoring my little slip up, though,
like,
your dad was ready to throw hands that day. Like, I was kind of scared of him.
I was excited in the worst way. I was like, man, I would really hope to see this stupid, shitty neighbor get his fucking karma.
Oh, yeah, because isn't he like a Trumper, too?
Well, that, and he's just like an aggressive, horrible alcoholic. Like,
AKA Trumper.
he sits on his porch and people watches, and then waits for an excuse to yell at anyone for anything, regardless of if you're on or anywhere near his lawn.
See, at least I keep my people watching inside the house, through the window, and my dad and I just talk shit together.
See, when I picture what kind of face my brain makes when I think of the word douche nozzle, he's what comes up.
Douche nozzle?
You never heard that term before?
No, that's a new one.
Well, because there's like levels of douchiness. There's douchebag, there's just douche, there's douche nozzle, there's douche canoe. I'm sure there's more.
The extent that I have ever heard the word douche used is douchebag, and Lucifer, one of the characters, is repeatedly called Detective Douche.
There's also douche waffle. You're welcome. You have new swear words.
Because I need
Free
more.
of charge, in fact.
You would be shocked by how often I swear at work. Like, it's kind of terrible. I need to calm down.
I mean, you work at a sports place, so...
This is true.
I mean... Mechanics are, I feel like, the only people that have a mouth as or more foul than any military service member of any branch.
Yeah. The worst, though, is military man that is also a mechanic. Because now you got a double whammy on your hands, and the world just ain't ready for that.
Man. I mean, wouldn't that just be your dad if he didn't get into construction?
Technically, that's my dad currently. The only difference is he doesn't work on cars professionally. He works on them as he needs to.
I totally missed an opportunity to sew a hole with this ridiculously long sewing tail that I've just been threading through in and out. So there's this nice little blue kind of hole that's not really a hole on his foot. I don't know if you can see it super well. And I had this color. I've been weaving through the body, through the head, through the neck, across the internals, from leg to leg and arm to arm. And, like, I just had this ridiculously long tail. Just got done fucking sewing it. And remembered that the hole was on that side. I had an opportunity and I fucking screwed it up. So, anyways, on to the topic of today's conversation, along with a brief celebration of a newly finished project.
Ooh.
This is my teddy bear. He's got a belly and a nose and two dead-looking little eyes that stare into your soul. He's got little arms, and they actually are surprisingly mobile. They look kind of like chicken legs, but they're cute and endearing, and I love it. And he's got a little tail, and it bubbles.
Oh.
It's great. I had so much fun. It was literally just like a ball with a string on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished it, I was like, ball. And then I thought I was funny. And so I walked over to my boyfriend while he was playing games and just bopped him on the forehead with it and went, ball. It was great. It was wonderful. But, so he's stuffed pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
The bear, not my boyfriend.
But also your boyfriend.
And he's got little feet, and I free-handed him pretty much the whole way. I did write down the patterns I gave myself for, like, the arm and the leg and the ears so that they were even on both sides. But he is wonderful, and, like, he's great. And he sits up on his own.
Oh. We love a thing that sits
Well, you
up
can
on
see him
itself.
sitting. Yeah, so it's because his legs and his tail stick out just enough that it's like a little tripod.
Oh, that's nice.
Dab.
So since we're on the topic of crochet stuffed animals, which first of all, I want to say that teddy bear looks amazing for where you started just like a month ago.
Hmm. Oh God, it's only been a month? It feels like I've been working on him for years.
Maybe two
This is my
months.
life's work in one project.
But so I was going through the Woobles website because we're working on that video, and
Yeah.
I was going through because I wanted to buy more kits for personal use, and I want to show you some of the things that I found. So make sure.
Oh boy.
Okay. So let me know when you can see it.
Well, I can see it.
Okay, so that's not the exciting thing. That was just to make it pop up. So first of all, we have Bacon the pig.
Of course.
An actual
Is it crispy bacon?
That would be funnier. But I took a picture of this because I saw that and I was like, did they not think this name through? Like, it's hilariously morbid.
Oh yeah, no, that's the whole point of naming your. It would be like getting a chicken and naming it Nugget.
Oh my god, I think that would be worse because it's, like, actually alive. At least this isn't sentient.
Or getting a cow and naming it Chuck.
See, that you could get away with, though, because Chuck could be short for, like, Charles.
No, it's Chuck, like ground Chuck.
But so I found...
You'll have to specify to get maximum horrification from other humans, but
Oh,
that's great.
that's not something that I found. That was when I was playing Dandy's World with my sister.
Oh, by the way, I had no idea that working such a big project in continuous rounds would make it so that I can, like, distinctly remember how to make a magic circle, and do it in under 5 minutes. Without reworking it at all, just, like, casually counting my stitches and making a magic circle. Like, I'm really proud of this, honestly.
It looks good. I mean, I can't see
Anyways,
it,
so,
but...
I don't know if you could even see it.
No,
But, like,
my
I
little
have
window
my
that I'm
little...
sharing is in the way. But this
Well, I'm
is
about to,
you're about to.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna let you talk because I realized that I was interjecting because it was muting your mic for some reason.
Oh,
It's like every time I talked, I heard you say something, but it was super fucking quiet.
that's weird. I'll have to look into that.
It's fine. It's probably just because, like, we were trying to talk at the same time.
Oh,
Stuff like
maybe.
this usually does stuff like that.
But I wanted to show
So,
you.
show me your thing.
This is my favorite thing that I found. So you can get a gift card on the site, which, like, that's cool. Why the fuck does it have 2 stars?
2 stars. Too expensive. Like, what?
Okay. So I actually did look at the reviews of this because I see this and I'm like, why does a gift card have 2 stars? It's a gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, people weren't receiving it. Like,
Uh-oh.
I think it's supposed to be like a code or whatever that goes to your email, and people just weren't getting the email.
That's funny.
So, it's like, also 8 reviews and 2 stars. That's not a good look.
Sure it is.
That's absolutely my favorite thing.
I just murdered my PlayStation controller.
Lovely.
I know, right?
What does this button do? Discord sounds? Oh my god. Wait. What the hell? I can't use any of them because I'm not paying for Discord, but like... Oh, I can use this one.
I finally caved and bought a temporary storage solution for my email account. Hear me out. So, apparently my Google account storage is taken completely up by Google Photos. Most of which I'm pretty sure I have backed up, but I haven't deleted yet because, like, I need to take the time and go through it to be sure. And, it was like 40 something cents for what is effectively like a trial-ish period. And my goal is to go through it, delete all those things so that I could get and receive emails. Or send and receive emails. And because like I'm waiting to hear back from recruiters and like get a job. So I caved and I paid for Google. And I'm so mad at myself too because like Google has such a monopoly on the market, they really don't need that money.
Yeah. So, this is like a tangent, but it's something that I'm mad about, but I really shouldn't be. So, I've been wanting to watch this show. It's called Ghosts. There's...
Oh!
Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. So
I've seen pieces of it.
There's a bunch of, like, different translations and stuff. Like, there's Ghost UK, Ghost New Zealand, whatever. I specifically wanted to watch Ghost US because that's the one I had been seeing commercials for, right? And I saw that it was on YouTube. It was literally the only thing I could find it on without signing up for a subscription to something. So I was like, okay, whatever. I know you can rent things on YouTube sometimes, so, like, I'll get it for a month, like, get the first season, see how I feel. That wasn't an option. I literally had to buy the first season before I could even watch it. Thankfully, I ended up liking the show, but now I own the first 2 seasons. When all I wanted to do was just rent it.
That's wild.
Which, like, I shouldn't be that mad about, because, again, I do like the show. And when I finish season 2, I'll probably buy season 3. But I'm a little mad.
I mean, you have a right to be.
Like, you're
Do you ever hit, like, a maximum state of focus when you're working on your crochet projects?
Yeah.
I was in maximum state of focus because I was trying to put my needle, my hook, through a particularly tight loop. And it wasn't going like I wanted it to. So what I'm making right now is a sock for my boyfriend's shift knob because it's got metal on it. And, like, he likes his shift knob, so he doesn't want to replace it. But also... it gets so fucking cold in the snow. And so it's just another one of many projects. I've got 2 keychains I'm making for my mom's friend. And at some point I want to make a dog sweater. I fell into the rabbit hole as well of crochet bookmarks. Because I was like, I don't have enough bookmarks, but I have all this yarn. Why not? I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to the point of actually starting those, because I've got a few projects ahead of those, but I found some really cute ones. If they go well, I will make you some, just like one of each design, just for you to have. Because you're awesome, and I think you're really cool. and you deserve something cool like that.
I do need to find.
But
So since we're on the topic of bookmarks, I started reading Wicked, like the book Wicked, because
oh yes,
I've had it literally forever. Like, I've had it for years. And when we went to go see the stage show, I was like, I should probably, like, actually read the book. Like, I have no excuse not to.
mm-hmm.
And
I believe my mom is doing the same thing, actually.
oh, is she?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she's farther in it than I am.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to ask her. But what I've been using as a bookmark is my hospital band from when I went to the ER like a couple months ago. Story time.
That's awesome.
I didn't go to the
Story
ER for like
time.
anything serious. I was sick for longer than I normally am. And it was, I mean, you remember how I was when we went to go see Wicked. Like, my throat was fucked.
Yeah, I don't usually see you get sick at all, and when you do, you're usually sick for what, like a day or two, and then you're fine?
3 tops. But, like, I was so miserable. It hurt to talk. It hurt to breathe. And I was just kind of refusing to go to the hospital. So finally, my mom was like, all right, that's it. We're going. And she took me to the ER, which I'm so pissed off because I didn't want to go in the first place. And so we ended up spending, like, I think the total came out to, like, $350 just to be told that it's viral and I have to let it run its course.
I hate when they do that. I hate it so much. I am actually getting ready to go, not necessarily to, like, the ER or urgent care or anything, but just, like, somewhere, like, set up an appointment with a doctor to get my feet looked at. I've had this, like, unknown rash for a while, and at first I thought it was an allergy to wool socks. So it was around Christmas time, and I bought myself some really cute cat socks. They were like wool socks or like a wool blend. And they had little cats on them, and it was cute. And I bought myself those for Christmas because I needed thicker socks because my feet were getting really cold, and I am starting to grow into my poor circulation problems. And so when my feet get cold, they hurt. There's no in between. It's just like, oh, my toes are a little chilly, or I can't feel anything and it burns.
Oh my god.
And so I wore those socks excitedly during when it had started getting really cold in December. And I pretty quickly had a rash covering from like my toes to my ankles all over the top of my foot. And I was like, shit, what do I do? And so I took like Benadryl for it, basically. And so it really screwed up my sleep. A lot. I was sleeping a lot because Benadryl makes me sleepy. But it also fucking works. And so within I would say a couple of days, and it was no longer itchy, but it was still like there. Like it was just these pink spots looking up at me being annoying. And so I asked my mom about it, and she's like, well, do you potentially have athlete's foot? And I go, okay, what's that? And it's similar symptoms with some extra stuff, and I'm not going to get into the gory details. But it's been now a month, and I've been using the athlete's foot spray, and I saw improvements for a little bit, and now it's getting worse. And now athlete's foot is meant to be taken care of even after your symptoms go away. Because it's caused by a particularly nasty fungus. And so the long story short is, it shouldn't be getting worse, when it's still supposed to be getting better. So I need to make an appointment with the doctor soon to get that looked at.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I have a job before that happens, though, so that I can actually pay for it. Because I hate the idea of having to go in for something and not be able to pay the fucking bill. Like, that just seems so shitty to me.
Yeah. Like, if you can pay it, try to pay it.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So, anyways, off of that, back to the original topic. So, I am freehanding this as well. Um, oh my goodness, look at this. This is beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice.
Have you seen such a nice magic circle from me? I bet not. It's fucking this cemented my fundament. Look at the middle of its tummy. It's beautiful.
I am honestly impressed by how far you've gotten in such a short amount of time.
Well, I don't know that I would consider the amount of time I've been doing this short. But I mean, I will take some more fuel to my fire. I would love some more encouragement because I feel so good when I work on these.
So yeah, I think when I started, I learned off like YouTube tutorials and like books and stuff. But for like the first like couple months or so when I started learning, I didn't actually know how to do a single crochet. So I had been slip stitching the entire time thinking that's how you single crochet.
So I've actually seen a couple of patterns that I'm interested in recently where there's a lot of slip stitches. So I think it depends on what you're trying to make and the exact like intended composition of the piece. But I don't think that slip stitching it is all bad as long as it doesn't completely fucking unravel. But I mean that's the same with any piece that you make by hand is you don't want it to unravel.
I'm trying to see if I can find the picture. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna just like if it'll let me. I want to send you a screenshot. I made this blanket for my mom. And it's just like a patchwork blanket. But all of the squares
Was it one of those I was gonna say, was it one of those granny square projects?
No. So I'm gonna just like send you the picture on Discord. But all of the squares were made by slip stitching back and forth. And like I did color work, like like it's a really nice looking blanket.
Oh, that blanket was all slip stitch?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I really hope you submit, like, during the stream, you just pull up a picture of it.
Yeah, I think when I go through and edit, I'm gonna just, like, put it on screen.
I full screened myself, and I'm so concerned. How do I fix it? Ah! I don't want to look at myself so big! How do I... Ah! I've never felt so much like a fucking boomer.
I can't help you, man. I'm on my computer.
I'm so lost right now.
Time to watch Rachel, the IT expert, struggle.
I don't know what's happening. It's not even like letting me get back in the call. I don't want to stare at myself.
Oh.
I'm afraid. There we go.
Oh. Okay.
I gamed the system.
It kicked me out of full screen when you did that, but since we're here, I'm gonna put the picture of the blanket up so I don't have to edit it in later.
Ah, that's smart. That's smart.
But, like, all
You're
slip stitches.
welcome. Just looking out for you.
Honestly, I kind of love how clean the color work looks. Like, I think this is some of the cleanest I've ever made.
Meanwhile, me and my fundamentals bear.
But, like, I'm somebody that does color work a lot, so
That is very true.
I want to start making graphic tees, but the issue is that the crochet ones are so thick, but I hate doing color work and knitting. So it's like, I can't win either way.
I could see that.
Right now, I am crocheting what's going to be a cosplay. I have to draft the patterns first.
Mm-hmm.
But, I probably don't want to Google it while I'm sharing my screen. Or while I'm screen recording. But, so, because I am so incredibly smart, we're going to do that. And then we're going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. I don't like that picture. Here we go. I like that picture. That picture is fine. So we're just gonna delete after sharing. Do, sissy. Hi. Okay. So, intentionally go out of full screen now. Okay, we do that. Alright. So we click on that. So this is the goal right here.
Ooh.
So the plan is I'm crocheting the top and then I'm going to knit the skirt.
Okay.
But I am a huge Winx Club fan. Like, I grew up on the original show, and I will defend the Netflix show with my life because I actually thought it was pretty good. But if this turns out well, because Bloom is one of my favorite characters, I may try to do some of the other girls too.
I am curious which character you identify with the most, and which character you think I act the most like.
Ooh, okay. So, in terms of, like, which one I identify with the most, I think I'd have to go with either Bloom or Musa. For two very different reasons.
Is it because... Actually, no, I'm gonna let you say it.
So, Bloom, at least in the original show, which is what I'm kind of working off of, Bloom in the original series is, you know, she grew up with a human family. She was adopted. And her entire family, and, like, she basically has a Superman backstory. She's the last fairy of her kind. Like, all of the other fire fairies had been wiped out at this point. And she ended up getting sent to the human world where her father, who was a firefighter, found her and took her in. But so throughout this series, she's kind of on this, like, journey of figuring out, like, where she belongs and how she fits in. Because, you know, this is all new to her. And now she finds out, like, she's this super special, like, princess and shit. So I tend to lean towards characters that have that journey of, like, figuring out where they fit in their world. But Musa, a lot of it is she's a music fairy. So her powers, her abilities, all that are very music related, and, you know, it's something she's very passionate about. And going back to the Netflix series, I love how they did it in that, but growing up, you know, I listened to a lot of different kinds of music. You can see that when you look at my current playlist. So I do feel that kind of special connection with Musa. Which
Musa is such a vibe.
She is. And I kind of like what they did with her character in the Netflix series. So, in the Netflix series, they made her a mind fairy. So she has the ability to, like, not necessarily read minds, but she can feel people's emotions. Like, she's an empath to the extreme.
So I was gonna say, yeah, she's an empath.
Yeah. But that also comes with, like, if somebody's in a lot of physical pain, she feels it. And it's very much painted as being miserable for her. So the way they work the music into her character is she always has her headphones on because music is the only thing that blocks out her powers.
Oh.
Like, I wish we had gotten to season 3 on that show because they were doing so much with her character and I was loving it. And we were finally getting the setup for Musa and Riven's relationship, which was such a big thing in the original cartoon.
They were so cute!
I know! And we were finally getting the setup in season 2, and then it gets canceled.
Like, Riven had such a glow up just from being in a relationship. Like, he went from being kind of an asshole to, like, okay, I see you, King.
Like, he was still kind of an asshole, but you could see what Musa saw in him.
Yes!
And, like, Musa was absolutely the perfect person for him because I don't think any of the other girls could put him in his place the way she does.
Probably not.
Maybe Aisha. I could see her, but even then, like...
So, who do you think I most closely resemble, personality-wise? I'm really curious. You can say 2 as well if you want.
See, I think you would fit most with Stella. Which, like, season 1 Stella, she's kind of like a bitchy Regina George type. But she's very extroverted. She's like, you know, she's the life of the party. And, like, she can be a little entitled sometimes, but she's literally a princess. It's to be expected.
Well, and she grew up knowing she was a princess.
Right, so, like... But Stella also has a bit of a character arc in the series, and she grows up a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But
me too.
But I would say personality-wise, you definitely fit Stella the most.
So, this is gonna be really funny, so I'm sure you saw my reaction, obviously, which is why you giggled about it. But, like, she was my favorite character, and I couldn't put my finger on why when I first started watching that series.
Honestly?
And, like, I thought it was because she was just, like, sassy and had, like, a fun attitude, but, I mean, I think I knew, without knowing, that she was kind of my spirit animal. Because, oh my god.
Honestly, with how
She's
sheltered you
wonderful.
were, though, growing up, I'm surprised you were allowed to watch Winx Club. Oh my god, I can't talk.
I wasn't allowed to, so my first exposure was I was at this girl Riley's house that used to live in my neighborhood, and she watched that show religiously.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first exposure to Winx, and I didn't really get to like fully watch the series. I watched like I'd say at most like 5 to 10 episodes total
Mm-hmm.
at her house. And not necessarily because like I went there to specifically watch, but because I don't know, it felt it was nice to have something on in the background, and they always had the TV going, and so it was like, okay, yeah, we can watch that. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty great.
I will admit,
She also had a much better swing set in her backyard.
I will admit though, I also have never actually like seen the full series start to finish. Like I know there are storylines that I missed. A big notable one is I missed Bloom's like Dark Phoenix thing.
Oh, I watched that, but I don't remember much about Aisha as a character.
Yeah, she doesn't really get a whole lot of screen time in season 1, does she? Like it's definitely later seasons.
No. I mean, I definitely like came back to it later on and tried to watch through the whole series, and then like one day just got busy and completely forgot.
Hmm.
So I still haven't seen a lot of the series, but I've seen enough. And I mean, I like the Witch Girls a lot.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
But
I think the older I get, the more cool they totally are.
yeah, because they're closer to how we are as adults.
Yeah, yeah.
The older we are, the
beautiful.
closer we get to being them. But what I was saying, so I've seen like a couple episodes of season 1. I remember watching the whole Enchantrix segments. I love the outfits for Enchantrix. I love the song for it.
Enchantrix is part of what made me love the Witch Girls so much.
But one episode from that period that I distinctly remember watching is the one where Bloom finally gets her Enchantrix transformation because she had been struggling with it that like most of that season.
Mm-hmm.
But so I watched that. I think Believix was the next one after that, and I remember watching a lot of that. Cyranix was a great one.
I don't think I got far past. Yeah, I don't think I got far past Enchantrix at all. I think I probably made it to Enchantrix and then just forgot about it completely.
What if I could find like the translation that I watched growing up, because apparently there's at least two different translations for Winx Club.
When you say translations, are you talking like 2 different dubbed versions?
Yeah, because it's originally an Italian cartoon.
Well, fair enough.
But what if you and I just did like a watching of it?
I mean, we could, but you know what you owe me first?
Oh.
Has been.
Yeah. Also, I just Googled the show, and it came out in 2004. I didn't realize how old this show actually is.
Yeah, it's almost as old as me.
I'm still younger than you. Oh, June 19th,
I mean,
2004.
The struggle is so real right now. I've done so many like rows, and I'm trying to do an increase in each stitch, and my brain is starting to muddle the color all as one fucking string. And so I'm like, okay, did I do the increase in that stitch? And I can't tell. So I just did another one. I'll find out pretty quick if 22 isn't 44. That looks like 2. Now that I'm like really looking at it. All of the time spent working on this fucking bear has got to show in how quickly I've assembled like a whole fucking circle. It's beautiful. I think what I'm going to do when I finish this off is I'm going to finish it and then give it a drawstring so that he can like pull it tight around the shift knob. Because, I mean, if he keeps it on while he's driving because the knob handle is cold, like, I want what's best for him. Especially since, like, I was so depressed the other day. I I will admit I did ask him to bring me flowers, but he actually did. Um, and that's not to say that, like, oh, if I ask him to do something, he's not going to do it. But, like, it was the fact that I asked him to do it, and I said, bring me flowers, or bring me an energy drink, or bring me a snack, bring me anything that could make me smile. And he came home with flowers and an energy drink for me, and a promise to play games and, like, smother cuddle me to death. And it was wonderful.
That's cute.
So I really hope that he likes his little shift knob cover when I'm done with it. I'm pretty pleased with my progress so far, honestly.
I'm looking through the activities that Discord says we can do. I'm like literally never on here. So like I don't know anything. Oh shit, they have Roll20 on here. That's cool. You good there?
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Because I need to do another row of, like, increases, but I can't keep only increasing. Because if all I do is increase, it's gonna start, like, getting wobbly looking instead of making that smooth circular curve that I'm looking for. So I'm trying to think of how...
Sorry.
I'm trying to... I'm trying to think of how I can do my single crochets and my increases to get that nice round shape I want. Are you, like, playing with the sound effects or what?
I was a little bit, yeah. I have like
Just
6.
a little bit.
I have like 6 that I can actually use. So, I have this one, which is my favorite. And then we have... Or... And this is the last one. Did you just dump sugar in your mouth?
Maybe. So, what happened was that oversteeped cinnamon tea that I had, I didn't put sugar in because I forgot. And took a sip, and I don't know if you saw my face, but that was horrendous. And then I remembered I have sugar I can pour into it, and then I thought, why do I have to swallow this crap? And then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna dump sugar in my mouth so I can drink this like a proper fucking human. Oh, it's fucking good. Oh, you are just having the time of your life with these sound effects.
I really am. I shouldn't have access to these.
Probably not, but like, who's gonna stop you?
Not the duck. The duck sound effect is definitely my favorite.
Hmm.
Though I feel like either of these two will have their uses.
Hmm. If I do single crochet and increase, that'll put it from 44 to 66. I could do that. And that's assuming I can fucking do math.
I can't do math.
I can't either, but you just motherfucking clap for me.
I'll do it again. I can't do
Thanks.
math, but I can play with sounds.
Round of applause for that. Oh my god. So, whew, I flung a thing. To get back on the original topic, my friends and fellows, oh, why did I separate it like that? Anyways, back on the topic, so, Ashley created a monster.
And I have no regrets.
And I contemplate my life choices every time I pick up my crochet hook. So, Ashley got these Wooble kits for us to review not too long ago. And, we're honestly, I think, about ready to, like, actually start recording that at some point soon.
Yeah, I have to text my aunt and see if she's done hers yet. But otherwise, the script's practically done. I just have to write my conclusion, which I don't really need her opinion to do.
So, I learned how to crochet from beginner knitting knowledge. And it's just kind of sort of slowly evolved and escalated into this, among other projects. So, Ashley created a monster, and I can't stop and won't stop. And I think my favorite thing is knowing that, like, my specialty right now is continuous rounds. And so I make more, like, keychains and plushies, whereas Ashley makes really attractive tops and skirts, apparently.
Theoretically.
And, like,
it's yet to be successful, but
that's fair. It's just like I make cute things. You make actual functional things. Although one of the things that I want to try to make with the cinnamon cake that I have is a book bag to, like, protect my books, keep them safe when I, like, put them in my purse. And if it goes well, I'll probably make you one as well. And it doesn't have to also be with the cinnamon swirl cake. Be with anything. I don't know why I'm so tired. I guess I should have made coffee instead of tea. Did you know you can steep coffee?
I didn't, but that makes sense.
So if you have like a coffee filter, you can basically steep your tea. Now I happen to used to have a nice teacup that had like a strainer cup that sat in the cup. And so when you pour hot water over your tea bag, or in my case, the coffee filter with coffee grounds in it, it sits in just a little bit of the water, and because of physics, it trickles down so you don't have to stir it.
Mm-hmm.
And you put a lid on it and steep it. And then you can just quick pull the little cup part out, and then you have a normal size cup of coffee or tea or whatever you brewed. And it's magical. I dropped the lid today and murdered it. And I feel so terrible. And my boyfriend, being the wonderful, generous person that he is, instead of saying I'm sorry, he was like, I'll buy you a new one. And sends me screenshots of this really pretty blue one that he found online for like $30.
But
Apparently I know how to pick them.
apparently. Well, no, you don't know how to pick them, you know how to train them. Let's not forget, it's taken like 4 years to get to this point.
Well, if that doesn't necessarily mean that the previous years he wouldn't have done that, but like, I don't know, there's just, I think because I'm so down lately, there's just something so special about that gesture to me right now.
No, as much shit as I talk, that is really sweet. And he is a good boyfriend.
But this has been wonderful.
It has.
And thank you guys for sticking with us if you've watched this far.
If you've watched this
I mean,
far,
for
you're
all
a
I know,
trooper.
for all I know, this is getting edited into like a 20-minute video. But regardless, thanks for watching, and we'll shit talk to you later.
Peace out.